Have to use my iPad tonight. I still didn't get my computer working today, but that's okay, right? I'm sure that's okay, right? I sure needed craft therapy tonight. Hi, love to crop. How are you this evening? Welcome to Craft Therapy Thursdays. Ugh, okay. Hello, hello, hello. Why isn't it showing? I see it on my screen. I don't see it on my iPad. Hold on. Turn my thing on down here. Good evening, Bev. How are you? What is happening? Welcome to Craft Therapy Thursdays. That's one of my girls used to say that. It's one of my bonus daughters used to say. She used to call it Toys Day. Toys Day. Toys Day. She used to say Boys Day. I don't have my computer, guys, so of course I will kind of be going back and forth and reading in here to see what you guys are saying from the top of my screen. How is everybody doing? I'm gonna have to look from the top of the screen to get the view right too, because I don't see it. But earlier tonight, I was over here practicing for my first raid tomorrow. We're gonna see how that goes. I have my first raid tomorrow with Artistic Fusion, and I'm caught between the space of like doing what comes naturally to me because I know that if I'm nervous, it's not going to work. So sometimes it's hard to go and get into that Zen creating space when you're in front of mixed company, for lack of a better word. Even though y'all not really mixed company, but tomorrow I'm going to be on a train, so I probably will have mixed company. Are y'all going to behave? Are y'all going to be on here all day tomorrow? Yeah, oh, maybe. Yes, these are technically well, they are paper beads, but they're straw paper beads made from paper straw. So basically, I didn't cheat. I know we can't make promises, Bev, especially in this group that we have over here. We have quite a mixed bunch. I think y'all feed off of each other too. So yeah, built to win. I was over on my digital. What is it? Uh, Drop one. My digital print stopped. Over on my digital prints last week, and on Monday she had this straw bead marathon. And actually, I helped her come up with it on one night when I was just over there hanging out. And then I realized that after I sat there, I'm good at that. I'm good at starting a party. Hey, Sonia, how are you? So yeah, and then on what she did last week was show us how to make them. She showed us her technique, and I was like, you know what, that seems a little bit easier than, I have these little neuropathic fingers, and I noticed that with the paper beads, they start very small. It does look soothing. This was soothing too. But what she did is show us how to get. Hold on, I'm gonna pull. Let me let y'all see what I've done. Welcome to Craft Therapy, first of all. Where on Thursday nights we come together and we have something to drink, something to light, and something to craft. Okay. So tonight, I left my drink over here. Hold on, y'all. What are y'all drinking? So what I'm drinking tonight, I forgot to put my lemon or my lime in it. I have a Corona with a honey and tahine rim. Oh, you drinking Sprite? Okay, okay. How you feeling today, Bev? Yes, Bev, I think you can because the straws do really give you a head start. The only thing is you have to make sure like a couple of these I didn't get as tight, but also it's therapeutic for your fingers. You know how we have these don't have good feeling, but once you get and it's also kind of therapeutic when you roll it. I do have this one that I didn't wrap in tissue yet. All of these, and what she did is just give us an opportunity, which was smart. If you just have these, and you go ahead and roll, this is gonna sound crazy, roll a few out, then you'll have them available to you. Now, what I haven't gotten an opportunity to do yet, because I've been practicing for tomorrow. Okay, ginger ale. Mhm. You know, most are you drinking ginger ale because you like ginger ale, you like the taste? Because you know, most of the time when I hear people drink ginger ale, especially of the South, it's like for some type of ailment. Do you just like the taste of ginger ale? Yeah. You're a ginger person? You know, I don't think ginger ale tastes like ginger. It's very weird. Maybe it started out a long time ago. So yeah, oh yeah, you were in there with us, Bev, when we watched her do this. So let me say this. These were the ones that I did earlier this week. And if you could tell, she remember she used the UV resin. Yeah, it doesn't taste like ginger. And it's just as strong. Well, I don't even think it's still as strong. So when I put these under the UV resin, oh my good Melissa, y'all, are you okay? I meant to jump in my chat, but I was over here trying to practice for tomorrow. Are you okay, y'all? Melissa had an incident. I love cheap frills. How are you feeling? Are you medicated? I'm okay. Now that I see you in here, oh my gosh. You know what? And to do it doing something that you love. Yeah, Oxy will do it. Oxy will do it. Oxy will do it. So, yes, my digital cottage showed us the format. And when she showed us the format, I came back on Tuesday, and these are the ones that I did. Yeah, it is the good stuff. Yeah, if you great stuff. You know, I had gotten to the point where I just started just trying to take it in the nighttime when I did have it. Yeah, did she find somebody to take your place yet? Because Melissa, I mean, oh my God. Were you prepping for tomorrow? Yeah, you were. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I am so, so, so sorry. Well, if it makes you feel better, we can do something. We can do an honorary Melissa Day on Tuesdays. I'll let you choose what we're gonna do on Tuesdays. I was looking forward to see. Y'all know Melissa would have had something awesome too. She's a crafted in her soul. Did you have something vintage and cute? I know you did. I'm so sorry, Melissa. I'm sorry. Did she find somebody? Melissa was going on at 11, I think, tomorrow, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Melissa. I don't know what the reason could possibly be, but I always submit that there's just some reason for everything. I don't know. I'm so sorry. So hi Nana Boo, how are you? What I'm doing tonight, welcome to Craft Therapy. My drink of the evening is a Corona with a tahine and honey rim. What I have lit over here is I have some candle melts that I made myself. You may want to wink wink if you're coming to see us on the in June on June 19th, that weekend, then you may get to smell it. But I've been This is something that I did actually for breast cancer awareness month. So instead of bringing the whole candle melter over here, this is what we're doing. And that's what I have lit. And my craft of the evening is, yeah, you do watch everybody. So my craft for the evening, of course, when we come over for craft therapy, the only caveat is when we craft over here, you have to be doing something for you. So now, before we came on, I was working on my presentation for the raid. And so I had to stop though, because that's not for me, that's for you all. So I stopped and I wanted to do these paper straws because if you see these, when I did these on Tuesday, you can see some of these are, if I don't know if you could tell, maybe you can, you put it up really close. You see how some of them are uneven with the resin. It was because I had some old buildable resin in my nail kit that was too old, and it didn't work. So what I did is start using this, and I didn't have a brush. Some of these got the drippies. They're still not bad pieces because I'm kind of like a shabby chic girl anyway. I did this one with washi tape. This is with tissue paper, some tissue paper and some of that gold wax, some rub and buff. Hey Mel, how are you doing this evening? I'm back at these paper beads, and I these paper straw beads, and tonight I'm doing them for me because earlier tonight I was rehearsing for tomorrow. I don't know how you rehearse for it, but trying some things out for you guys tomorrow. And so for my craft of the evening, I'm going back through. Um, I used this last time and I didn't have a brush. So these came out with the drippies. And so even though I'm not going to throw these away, I'm going to redo them because I got this. This, I got this off of what she would call the Zon, because this is what I saw her use. Um, And I do have a UV. I don't know if you guys can see it. I have a UV lamp right here. It's plugged up, so I can't pull it, but it's so close. So yeah, I have a UV lamp and I have some UV gel. This is the very gel that I saw her use. Even though she says this gel, which is made for crafting, makes the beads harder, don't mind how it looks. That this, because it's for nails, it maybe it's not as hard, but I did try it on one tonight and it's hard enough. And also I can actually go back through if I wanted to and put another coat on here. So you can tell a little bit of a difference. So what I want to do is take some of these and make some new beads, but maybe we can use some, I pulled out these things. She had these too. I forgot I had these. Look at this. This is like something that you buff. It's not considered a mica powder. That's what it is. No, I'm not going to do those tomorrow. I can't tell you what I'm going to do tomorrow. It's a surprise. You have to come and see. You have to come and see. Yeah. Are you going to come and see now? Can I count on you tomorrow? I also need, if y'all, I always forget because I'm always so caught up in what I'm doing and making sure everything is just cool. If you feel like you can come over here and mod for me, that would be amazing. Because I trust y'all. Y'all my craft mates. So right before I got on, that's what I was doing. I was practicing for tomorrow. So look at this. I don't even know which one of these I will use them on. But this is a white one that I just left because she did say that you could use um thank you, Style Siren. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to Randomly Design. Welcome to Craft Therapy Thursday, where we come over here with something to drink, something to light, and something to craft for us. We put everybody out. Tonight I'm coming from the kitchen. Normally, craft therapy I have in the office, but tonight I'm coming from craft therapy from the kitchen because I've been working on some things and I needed a little bit of an extended space. So I have a crafty playground downstairs, but it's not ready. Can't wait to get down there and play with you guys. But anyway, I left one of these blank because she did have an example where she buffed these chrome powders directly into the pieces as well. So that's what we're playing with tonight. I don't have and make sure you go check out my bin. I am on the road to 250. To being on the road for 250, it puts me a quarter of a way to 1,000. And so every quarter sales, every 250 sales towards 1,000, I am going to basically do a new sticker for the Crafty Playground. And it will be, each piece will be a part of the Crafty Playground. And I think the one that's in there now is definitely the sliding board. So they will be coordinated to commemorate the Crafty Playground and to thank you for your support. And they're in there for $2 and for not. Let me see. I always put them on the flash sale for here at $1.50. Hold on. Hold on. Oh y'all, you know what? You know what? I don't have my computer. And I would have to do everything from my iPad, and I'm just not used to looking at it. But make sure you go in the bin. I have plenty of stickers there, and I also have another set that I have in tow that will be here on Sundays. On Sundays, we have what I call picnic Sundays. And on picnic Sundays, you have two sides and one main. And the main can be anything from like a beaded pen to a mini journal, and the size could be maybe on the buffet for this week for your plates. I will have some of these beads. You just never know. Maybe we'll have a straw bead bar. How about that? So basically, this in a nutshell, I took a paper straw, and that's why they can still technically be called all paper because these are paper straws. And what she taught us to do was to take just a simple 20-pound cardstock, 20-pound paper, copy paper, which most of us have because we have every kind of paper. So what we were taught was that we would take the paper straws and some magical. She used this art glitter glue, but I would imagine that you can use it. I've been kind of experimenting things like this. I'm sorry, y'all. Um, And again, this is coming from a person who has a bit of neuropathy in their fingers, right? And so when I saw that, I was like, okay, let me see what this is about. Um, I took the copy paper, you take a half of the copy paper, and you put a line of glue, art glitter glue, down to start it and wait until it gets tacky enough, right? You don't want to roll it immediately. She put it down and she let it get tacky enough so it had a little bit of give, of a little tiny bit of give, but it was stable. And I just rolled. The trick is to make sure you put an even amount of pressure, and so I don't have to use my fingers as much, right? Because neuropathy has a lot to do with specifically your fingertips. It definitely can be your whole hand or your whole feet, but or your whole foot, but it also is therapeutic to do this because all neuropathy is just you don't feel your like the nerves. And thing about nerves is much the more you use them, you know, they try to come back. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But this definitely is a tactile exercise that when I was going to physical therapy, they probably told me to do this, but they ain't told me to do it when I was crafting. So some of the what I did was, and after I did those, this white, I took just plain this. I got this for $1, y'all. Let me show you. These are just plain tissue paper, gift wrap tissue paper, as a matter of fact. And most of these things I had in my stash. Two of them I got this past week when I knew I was going to be doing this. Can y'all believe I got this pack for $1 at Michael's? There were two of these patterns in here. Hey, You welcome to Craft Therapy. My craft for tonight is going to be redoing these paper bees, straw paper bees with the original top coat that we were taught to do um, over there on my digital cottage. So yeah, I had this, and I already had this. Um, right, I had this, and I just pulled out. I haven't, and then I pulled out some washi tape. I think one of them. This one is with washi tape. This is a washi tape, but it's a marble effect washi tape. And this also has uh some rub and buff on it. That's what this is. And so what I pulled out for us to play with tonight is these chrome powders. Hey Adrienne, welcome. I'm playing with paper beads, paper straw beads tonight. What you playing with? Yeah, did you use the washi? Doodles, I would like to see some of yours. Right, and so we could still technically call these paper because they're paper all the way through, and I only needed a half of a sheet of copy paper to roll this, right? And I just basically, and it felt good. I understand how Tasha and you all, it did feel therapeutic. And so she also suggested that what we do is just roll them and go ahead and cover them with tissue paper. I've heard people using old thin book pages. Um, but most of mine are all of mine are washi tape and or some form of tissue paper. So initially when I participated in the event though, I had this. And because this doesn't have a brush, thank you, Doodles. Hey, Gemma, what's up? I'm just showing them my paper straws, and I'm going to do it better tonight because I have the actual brush in the UV Cure Light. And y'all, guess what? I also have. I had to wait on this. This just came today. So I've been kind of playing with it a little bit today because if you could see all of these that I did the other day, they got a little bit of drippies. I'll still use them because definitely a shabby chic kind of girl. Yeah, something so simple, right? Now she did tell us, and I could tell what I can tell is the difference in the finishes. She did tell us that because this was made specifically for crafting and goods, that it was going to be the finish was going to be a little harder, right? So now I guess when I get rid of this, I'll replace it. Use that. But this is just regular gel that we use for our UV our nails. That's all it is. It's just gel top coat. And so I probably not I can't compare, but if you can see that these got the drippies because this didn't have a brush. So that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. What are y'all doing? Right. Let me tell you, this paper, this is a paper straw and some copy paper, girl. The 20-pound copy paper. Yep, the UV light is right here. Right here. And it came in handy because y'all know how we do during the pandemic. I caught myself trying to learn how to do my, it didn't work. But even if it didn't work, I was still all anxious. So all of this, I got a bunch of chrome powders and stuff that I didn't use. And so, we're crafters. When I saw what we could do with these things, my mind was like blown, baby. I haven't played with any of these things. They're not the chrome powders yet. I only played with the wax and the rub and buff. So y'all want to play? Yep. And then I have the chrome powder and I have the little makeup brushes that you buff it in with. These are certain ones that I used to wear. These were ones that I really did like. Now, when I never learned how to do my nails because it was something about I'm not ambidextrous and it was too tedious for me. So I still had these things, right? I couldn't get rid of them. But what I was doing is when I was going to the nail shop, I was taking these chrome powders with me. So some of them are used, but this is the first time that I'll be using them with these straws. And so we do have one paper straw. She did tell us that I didn't cover this. I left it naked, so to speak. I left it naked because I may want to use some of these powders directly on it. What y'all think? So then we can cover it up with this. Also, guys, look what else I got. Because y'all know I'm extra a little bit. I am not necessarily I'm a sparkly girl. I'm a shabby chic girl. So I like sparkle with grunge on it. Don't ask. So I prefer matte to shiny surfaces. Look at that. A matte. That's a matte medium too. But when I ordered the UV Cure top coat, I was like, do they have a matte? Like a look, look. She did stamp on the white paper. I forgot about that. So y'all, she had some stamps where they were written like scripted stamps with writing on them, and she just stamped some archival ink directly on them. The thing about archival ink is that it lasts forever, but it takes a little bit longer to dry. But she did some amazing work, and then she covered them up. So let me put this back in here because I don't want them to get I don't want it to get mixed up. So what I have here, in addition to those chrome powders, is that I have a knife, a trusty dusty craft knife to cut through. And again, guys, I'm looking if I'm not ignoring anybody. And then I have some tweezers. These are my favorite. You can tell they're my favorites. Cause look how well used they are. This helps with people if you all have those same type of fingers. These reverse tweezers are everything. And I was using these since I've been doing stamp. I need to get back to planning. These were what I use for my planners when I pull stickers for my planner. I also have this brush over here to help if we want to use, you know, if we want to dust some of the chrome powders off or something. That was in one of my nail kits. So I also have a couple of things over here that I'm not going to bore you with. I'll just do it. It's about craft therapy. I have to do what I feel. What do you want to see? Okay, so let me put this over here. This right here. Y'all, guess who gave me this paper? Y'all put 3 apples in it. Hey, Paint Chico, welcome to Randomly Design. Welcome to the Crafty Playground, where on Thursdays we have craft therapy. So, which do y'all want to try first? Now, let me tell you what this most surprising one to me was. Remember I told you I went into I had a lot of tissue paper anyway. I had not a lot, but enough. But you know how we do because I knew we were going to be crafting. I went to the Hive Live and look, this was so pretty. And it's like $1.50. Yeah, $1.49. And look, this will last forever doing strawberries because you only need to wrap them one time. Like, I liked it. It was cute and pretty, but oh my gosh, when I rolled it, I haven't rolled it with the and brushed it with the resin yet. But look how pretty can you yeah, look how pretty that turned out. Of course it has the drips on it, but look how pretty. And it didn't seem really like it's so subtle and pretty. Yep. Oh, that would be cute. Adrian, you are too true creative because this would be cute. And I think next month I'm going to use my HCTs. I'm going to cut them out of this. Y'all know when I do medical records, I have all of those old manila folders that might truly be vintage. This would really look cute if hey, Angelette. Is she in here? Um, this would be really pretty ripped on it. Mm. You just gave me an idea. You just gave me an idea, Adrian. You know how we are in the idea world. Okay, so what do y'all want to play with first? Y'all want to play with one of these, or y'all want to play with the chrome with one of these first? What y'all want to do? We just playing. It's craft therapy. I'm gonna put these away in a little. I had a little piece of plastic that I had them in. I don't know what I did with my little bag. I'm trying to keep some things off camera because I don't know what I don't want you all to know what I'll be doing tomorrow for my raid. That I'm very is every any who else in here is going to be in the raid train tomorrow with Artistic Fusion. Yes, you should. Yes, yes. Adrian, you definitely. So now that school is over and you're gonna have some time, how's the move going? Because now that you have some time on your hand, you're definitely gonna have to come over here and get into the ATC trading business. I can't wait to see what you come out with either. I'm drinking a Corona with a tahine and honey rim. What are y'all drinking? What you drinking, Adrian? And what are you crafting? Because I know you got something. I know you got something. I don't know where my little piece of paper is. My plastic. Just put those to the side. Y'all hear them? Y'all hear that drop? Y'all hear these? These were paper. Y'all watch them and do it again. Y'all hear that? Let's see. That's some ASMR. Oof. When do you start moving? Next month? Y'all hear that? Are you an ASMR person, Sonya? Y'all hear that it dropped? That's paper, girl. Okay. So what do you want? Y'all want to cut one of these first, or y'all want to go with the chrome with one of these? First one, that's what we're doing. Chrome or one of these. What we doing? Because the only thing I'm gonna do, we're gonna go chrome. Let's do chrome, Sonya. Sonya, how you doing today? So literally what I was doing, because this is a grid, this is my I also have over here my little my sponge is wet. So, and because earlier I was using, before these came, I was using a brush for something else. You haven't crafted in 2 weeks. 2 weeks? How? You know what? I know how you did it. You did it because you come over here and get your fix. Okay. You come over here and get your fix. So this grid is just my old raggedy. It's not raggedy, y'all. It's a glass mat, but I like it because it's magnetized. I need to get another one because this is ugh. But it's perfect for things like resin because again, when I it's better than having a piece of paper. Is I could just wipe it off. And so on here, these grids also help me when I have the googly eyes. And for the most part, I've been just cutting these at 1.5 inches. So 1.5 inches. That's what I've been doing. And it's just a blade. You can use whatever kind of blade. It's no rhyme or reason. And I just cut one side like this, and then I flip it over, cut the other side. Sometimes y'all know my fingers a little weak, but it's okay. So sometimes I get a clean cut and sometimes it's whatever. So what I do have over here, I have two things. I have this one. I have my big block over here to my right too. So I just basically even this out. Now, mind you, y'all, we were just playing with this. Okay. So y'all know I haven't tried the chrome yet. But y'all are my classmates. Okay. But you can tell which one there are two of them over here that I'm really anxious about looking at too. So I have my shiny UV top coat here. Okay. 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 And so y'all can tell which ones is these two. I wanted to see what these. I was excited about these two. Isn't that blue pretty? Where is it? Isn't this blue pretty? That blue is so pretty. So pretty. So technically what she did is put a layer on here first and then she buffed it. But we'll play. Let's do it both ways. Let's do another cut. Where is it? Because we're just playing. We're just playing. How this is Friday Eve. Anybody got any big weekend plans? Y'all forgive me if the table is shaking, but y'all know the camera is hooked up to the table. Okay. All right, Sonya, come on back now. And go ahead and again, most of these pieces right here, if y'all have attempted to do like me, and I knew I wasn't going to ever do my nails, try to do them again because I'm not ambidextrous and it would frustrate me. All of these things are in a nail kit typically, and even if you do get you some, if you get any sets of false nails, all of these pieces come in there. Um, so this is just a regular emery board. I do have another one over here that is a regular sanding block, but I just have sanding blocks around because y'all know I had Gloria. And so I have a lot of things with sand because I was trying to save up for a big boy sander, but y'all got me over here doing paper. So didn't seem like it was on the top of the list because y'all over here having people get bad paper habits. So yeah, we're gonna do one where I'm going to, yeah, they're both about the same. One I'm going to do, and also what I have now, she had these cute little chopsticks, but what I have, because y'all know we improvisers over here, I had a lot of these pipe cleaners. Where's the other one? I had another one over here, but this will have to do for now. And then the thing about it is I could bend it in any kind of way, and no matter how big or small the hole is, which most of them are pretty the same, but these right here, the literal things that made this a pipe cleaner, they made it easier for me to hold on to this and put it in the UV lamp. So what we're going to do first is take one of these, and I'm going to put a white color over here, a white, the light. This is the UV. This is the shiny UV gel. I'm just gonna. This was so much. I've only tried this once with the brush because this gel just got here today. But I was so excited. It's amazing. It's just the little things, right? Because I did not have a brush um to make it even. So we're gonna try this both ways. I'm gonna try this. No, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. It's just gonna be white. I'm gonna run it through twice because it's gonna be one time afterwards. But I'm just making sure that all of the areas are covered. And I don't know, can you see it? Yeah, y'all see it. I have a regular UV lamp that does UV gel. It's more so my craft UV lamp now because y'all know when I was doing UV like stuff like this. This I made for my niece. Does anybody have but the kids don't do keychains anymore. They use them as bag tags. So this was UV resin. Um some UV resin pieces. And so I already had some UV resin here. I'm curing this. It starts out at 6. Now there's two buttons, one for 60 seconds. Good. Yep. $9, baby. Don't challenge your crafter to a good time, baby. That's craftsmanship because we'll find something cheap and make it work. Okay. So I think that's even enough, right? And it's way better than these. It's way better than the drips. I don't have the drips. But I'm sure that what's gonna happen with this chrome, let me close this. What's going to happen with these with chrome? Usually with the chrome powder, it shows up every all imperfections. Because I remember when I would get my nails done, and that would be why I would have to go to get the professionals to do them because I could never get, especially on my non-dominant hand. Y'all look at that. But the one that I was interested in was this blue. But we're gonna this blue, the blue and the pink were the ones that I was most interested in. And so, like I said, I've already put the UV resin on here. Ooh, let's see. Let's see. Ooh, I'm rubbing it in, rubbing it in, rubbing it in. You have to you have to put a lot of it on at first, and then you're actually buffing it. Buffing it in, buffing it in, buffing. And you know, buffing, I guess that's why this is therapeutic too. Buffing it in requires like going in a circle. Ooh, ooh, y'all look. And you know what? Y'all know how shabby I am. I don't even want it. Look at that. Can't see it. Is it focusing? Look at that. Come on, focus. Look at that. Can y'all see it? You have to buff it in. But how I like this is I don't want it to be consistent. I think having it non-buffed like inconsistently gives it texture. Look at that. Yes. 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 It's the swirl for me, Mel. Right. Like, but you can definitely stay in one place and buff it in. Um, hold on. Yeah. That's the other thing about having a pipe cleaner. Okay. So this is after I put um the resin on directly on the straw. So next we're going to put the resin directly on the straw we're going to put the chrome powder directly on the resin. We're going to put the chrome powder directly on the straw without the resin. This is me buffing it in with the resin going on first. But just like Mel just said, I really love this. It seems like it only picked up right there though, but I do love this effect. Now, also, y'all know this is old, 5-year-old chrome powder too, but I love this. This is beautiful. This is so pretty. And so what I would do is put another layer of resin on top of here. Ooh, y'all look. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I don't know why it's not taking in all of the spots, but I don't care. Oh my gosh. Look at this bead. Y'all look. So I have this little brush right here that I can brush the excess off, you know. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Look, Adrian, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Isn't that cute? Okay, so what I'm going to do is go back in here. First, I'm going to cover this up because clumsy. Yes, and we're going to open this top coat again and try to get it consistent. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Shh. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Y'all. You know what I liked about this method too is just like she said, it was just if I have some quote unquote, no pun intended, pre-rolled, like what we just did with that straw, I could just match this with anything and mass produce them all at one time. I like that thought. And sometimes we as crafters get turned off by doing the tedious things. But I mean, if we just sit here and just did roll this stuff up in one day like I did with those other ones, this is really cute. So what I'm doing now is, um, you can see the off screen. I'm putting this in the UV light. Oh my God, I can see it from here, y'all. It's so cute. I just turn it over halfway, but the lamp itself is big enough. If you see it, I know y'all can see it a little bit. If you see right here, you'll see that the lamp is big enough for more than one. But I'm gonna figure out a way to put these on multiple pipe cleaners. So what are y'all making? What you making? Y'all, you know I can't play raid no more. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? All right. Y'all, ooh, let's take it off because it is done. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Y'all, look. That's so pretty. Look, Melzy. That's so pretty. Woo. So I can now take this because, like, sometimes we have to buff out the ends because the resin can get sharp edges on there too. So what she did, which I do have, I have grommets. She just took and she took the grommets that we generally don't use because we use everything else in the pack, and she used it to cover the ends, and it gave it a finished look, which I am going to do that, but it gives it a more finished look. And this would make a beautiful dangle, and it doesn't have the drips, the drippies. That's so pretty. Okay, and drop it. Here we go. Does it pass the drop test, y'all? The drop test? All right, I'm gonna put her right here, right over there. That tells me that it's not even because it's supposed to be able to stand. So this time we're going to, let me dust this off on my damp thing over here to get some of the sparkles off of it. See, I'm just tapping it a little bit on the sponge so it won't get wet, but get rid of the glitter. Okay, so next process we're going to try is to buff directly into the straw. We're gonna try to buff into the straw without any we're gonna try to buff into the straw without any resin on it. Let's see what it does. Let's see if the straw, this is just paper now. Let's see. Ooh, ooh, oh, that blue is pretty. Ooh, ooh, y'all. I know that you all saw Karen this morning when she pulled out that Kazuki stamp set from Stampin' Up. There's some paper that she was going to use as blue and white, like old porcelain. It's so pretty. That's what this is starting to remind me of. And I know y'all saw that blue that she used in her master board today. And where we kept saying it's blue, but it kind of leans purple. That's what this is doing. But this is definitely an iridescent, like peacock color. Now, like I said, these chromes are also over 5 years old because I bought them during the pandemic. the pandemic. So maybe if you got newer chromer, maybe they'll blend in deeper. But I don't have a problem with this. I don't have a problem with this at all. I don't have a problem with this look at all. At all. At all. I don't have a problem. Oh, it gives it a marbly. Um, I can't say that it's making it harder. Like, I can't say it's making it harder to do than it did on the ones that had resin on them. But hmm, ah, I'm not mad at it though. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Not mad. This is and then because this is iridescent, depending on what's next to it, it pulls like it's pulling green too. I wonder if it has something to do with the brush. Why it's not buffing in. I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad at it though. I'm not mad at it. So this was me just going over the piece without any resin on it. So now I am going to take our handy dandy gel coat and duh. So let's take a look at it before the coat. See, I love the grunginess of it. Y'all see? What you think? What you think? Okay, so now back over here, we're going to cover, cover. Try to keep it consistent. But this will be great for your fingers. I'm mad I can't play my music though. I was playing the music through my iPad earlier, and I guess it was like, girl, you can't play music and talk to the people. Okay. And if you notice, when I'm going around here, I'm also evening this resin out because unlike the self-leveling resin, this is for nails, but this resin, this UV resin will level itself out. Um, if it wasn't having the drippies the other day. But if any, most of the surfaces, it'll just level itself out. It's heavier in viscosity. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So now I'm over here putting it in here for 60 seconds. And we're going to see. So where's the other one? This is the first one. I love that. That will be a pretty dangle. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. And again, there's your drop. All started out as a paper straw and a copy paper and a piece of copy paper. So, okay, here we go. Three, two, one. Bam. Here we go. Just making sure it's all dry. But here we go. What y'all think about the blue? I like that too. I like the pink a little better, but look at all that texture. You see that? That's so cute. That's so cute. Yeah, this is gonna be cute on a dangle. Um, I do, and look, girl. See, you're so smart. Look, let me show you. You are absolutely, and I said that to myself, but y'all know I'm all over the place. It's right here. My hands already look awful. Got real menopause hands. But you're right though. I have the glove right here, Michael Jackson style. Hee hee. Of course, the fingers are out of the glove because it was for look. Hee hee. That's it. Yeah, I need to get my nails done for real though. So yeah, it's right here. I don't know why I didn't do that and stick my hand in there as if I don't know better. I looked at it and said, "Ooh, you need to do that," and did not do it. Oh, okay. So now this is what these two look like going directly on. Oh, they look cute together too. I love this one. I did. That's all I did. It was just a fleeting thought, though. So we can get a little jiggy with this too. I also have some jewels that I could put on here, but let's go and do one of the other ones first. And then I think we're gonna go see Janae because I gotta work on my stuff for tomorrow. Are y'all coming back tomorrow? My time is gonna be at 4:30. I'm gonna put this one back. I'm gonna close this one. It was accident waiting to happen. Um, I think I want to try this one. So it's already done. I just rolled it, took the same white one. This started out just like this as well. And I just took tissue paper. And actually the tissue paper wasn't even, it's a one roll. You only have to do it one time. So this tissue paper is going to last you. You could do a million beads, I'm sure, easily for one pack of paper, easily. So this one isn't as hard, but you know. So I like this paper right here, like so. This is what this is. So I am going to take my handy dandy blade and measure again 1.5 inches, right? So right here, right there. Cut one right here. Flip it over and cut the other side right here. Do that, do that, do that. I'm gonna even it out. Even it out. Okay. Even it out on this side. Here you go, just to get the extra paper off. Some people, well, if I was a perfectionist, I would do like I did the other one and make it level enough so it can stand up and be really even. But I'm going to put a grommet in the end anyway. So I'm just evening this both sides. I have a bigger block over here. The grain is larger though. This is more, it's a sanding block. Okay. So because it's been sanded, I try to dust it off, dust the little particles off, you know. Okay. So what I want to do with this one is try this. It's more like a silvery goldish kind of color, but mm, I don't want it to overshadow. I'm just going to put it on the lighter parts because I don't want this to overshadow the the colors like the pink and the orange in here. Okay. I'm going to put it on a That's pretty. And I'll just put it, I don't want to put it too much over. Oh my gosh. I wanted to give it a little bit of razzle, not a lot of dazzle. Put the lion's share of it in the light part and then just buff it out in little tiny piece parts for the rest. Ooh, it's gonna be cute. Okay, cover this up. And this is gonna last me forever. Okay, dust it off a bit. Dust it off, dust it off, dust it off, dust it off. Dust me off. So this is what we're looking like before I put it through the machine here. I'm gonna take this. I think before we leave, I'm gonna just go ahead and try that matte to see what it looks like, and then we can go on. Again, I forgot to put it on my pipe cleaner because I just love my fingertips being all grungy. So I just love grungy fingers. So just making sure we put an even amount on here. I think this isn't rolled completely. Oh look, it's a divot right there. I don't care because I love shabby chic and it's handmade. That's cute. Okay, and once again, once I realize it's evenly covered, I'm gonna put on my glove first and then turn it on. Isn't that what I said? Boss Lady Mel? That's what I said, turn up. And it's gonna be for 60 seconds. So, is Janae still on over there? Is that where we're going next? I'm drinking my beer, but I can't play my song when we go over there. It sucks. Sucks. We're gonna do one. I don't know which one I want to do though. I want to do one with the matte medium next, and then we can go over there and see what Janae is doing. You can go and sing it. Move your. This is a raid. Everybody raid the craft floor. Raid. Get us put out in the whatnot streets. We got 5 seconds, and then we're gonna see what this one looks like. Let's see, make sure it's okay. Not sticky. Oh yeah, because I could tell this is good stuff because other resin was still sticky even after when I run it twice. Look at that, Adrienne. That's pretty too. Is it focused? Oh yeah. And that's from this paper. Where's the paper? Millions from this alone. That's the paper. That is cute. What would we do with this? What would we do with it? And then I'll put the when you come back later, I'll show you all what it looks like next week when I put the not the brads, but the grommets in here. And of course, you'll take some string, and the beauty of it is too that you can just, if you don't have steady hands like me, you just it's easy to thread straw beads. It's not the same as threading the beads. I like to thread my pins. My pins are steady though. So yeah, and you put a bead at the end to hold it. It's really cute. Of course, this would need to be white instead of black, but look. That's so cute. Okay. So we're gonna try one more because I haven't tried our matte. Y'all know I'm a matte girl. These are shiny. Not these aren't even shiny because I didn't do a buff. This is more shimmery a little bit. That's a pretty paper. And I put a concentrated amount of the chrome powder right here. But again, there you go. And then I just put a little bit over the darker areas to give it a little bit of a shimmer. She's shimmying, like she's giving you a, she's not overly glamorous. She's like moving your shoulders like a shimmy, you know? Here we go. Here's come the drop test, y'all. Did it pass the drop test? All right, so the last one we're gonna do, where are my straws? I want to try one of these. Hmm, let's try. I got two. Let's try this one. Y'all want to try? Y'all want to try the leopard print, or y'all want which one you want to try? The leopard print, or you want to try? I think I'm going to try this one to see because it has a little bit of gold in it already, and I'll see um how the matte dulls the gold. Because sometimes a matte medium can change the. Okay, you want to do? Let's do leopards then. What color you want to use with this on you then, Adrian? We want to do leopards. Let me cut this. What color we want to blend? Let me see what we got. We got these chrome pieces. What color we want to put with the leopard? Got again 1.5 inches. Let's see. Cut one side and then flip it over and cut the other side. All right. Ooh, I didn't cut all the way through. That's why you have a sanding block. Okay, let me put this over here. Gonna buff it out. Where's my here it is. What color we want to put on here, like Adrian? You want to put this color? What color you pick? What we want on our leopards? Leopards. But you know what? Let me do this. I'm gonna do both of them because I wanted to see if the matte medium changes the shininess. Uh-oh. But I'm happy you came back. I'm so happy you here, Adrian. You is my craft mate. Me and you, us never part. Naki da da. Ain't no ocean, ain't no sea. I wanted to get okay. Yeah, this one it's the same pattern, but I think this is a little better. I think. But we're just playing, so 1.5 inches, about right here. 1.5 inches, because we can run these both at one time, you know? This is a raid. Everybody raid. Okay, we got both of these. Let me go ahead and oh, this one it was bad on the end. Oh, I think this was the very end, like the butt part. I gotta use my big boy for this one. I have a little trash can over here that I should be sanding over, but no, messy crafting. So yeah, this is not gonna be a purple on that end, but it's handcrafted. It's part of the mistakes are a part of the craftsmanship, right? So we got both of these. Got these, got these, got these, got these. Let me wait. Okay. The grit on both of those are different. Okay. So remember, we ordered this because we're the matte girls. And I wanted to see how that looked if it mattified it. So I think I'm gonna try some rub and buff on here, which is rub and buff. I thought I had some gold. What did I do with my gold rubbing buff? It's just here somewhere. I took it out on the table. Oh, here it is. Y'all know our table swallows things up all the time. So the thing about the beauty of rubbing buff, I probably won't even have to squeeze this as much because I only want a tiny, tiny bit. Cover this up. Thing about rubbing buff, that's all you literally need for sure. And I'll try to find the gold. Here you go. See, now that might be a little much, but I'm put some right here. And then I'm gonna rub some in on the very ends, like so. You see how you only need a tiny, tiny bit of the rubbing buff? You see that? Only a little bit. And again, I'm gonna be putting the grommets on top of here, so look at that. Okay. So now remember, we're gonna use the matte top coat this time. And the beauty of, again, having a pipe cleaner is that I can put two of them on at the same time. For this one, I'm not going to put any rubbing buff or anything on it because it has gold in it. You see the gold? See, you see the gold already in it? So what we're going to look at, we're going to look to see if this mattifies that gold, okay? We're just playing. We're crafters. We experiment with things all the time. All the time. All the time. Okay. So my fingers don't always do straight lines, but we'll make sure that it's evenly coated. I appreciate you so much, Adrian. Who else is in here? We're going to definitely be going to see Janae after this. Now, again, this is just going to be, this is the first time I'm using this. And it's a matte top coat, okay, over some gold that we have. And the gold is in the paper on this one, but the gold is rubbing buff on this one. We're experimenting, but there are no mistakes, right? That's craftsmanship. Nobody. When was the last time you crafted something and it looked exactly like you saw it in your brain? Most of the time it just appears in our brains, but it's it just needs to be done. But it appears in our brains. And we just have to get it out. But I think crafters and artists expect perfection, but the art is in the imperfection. Okay? All right. Because humans are imperfect and humans make art. Yeah, remember I told y'all that I started my phone like on 82%. Now it's on 28%. Oh, it's on 28%. That's a what? Go play those numbers, 82, 28. I started my phone on 82% and now it's on 28%. This is crazy. What not? I don't know what they do to my battery. And it doesn't matter if I don't have it plugged in because what I've also noticed is that if I have it plugged in, it gets even hotter where it stops working. I don't know what the whatnot deal is. Really? So it's not just me? You have an iPhone? Because it is crazy. And it doesn't matter if I'm using it to watch people. When I watch you all, of course, I'm at my desk and here you go, y'all. Oh, look. It did mattify him. Look. We learned something. Look. It is completely mattified though. They took, see how they took the rub and buff? It's not, what do you call, it's muted. It muted the rub and buff. Girl, this is, this is cute. It mattified it. Like I don't know. I just like matte things with a little bit of sparkle. It took it just like it stripped it down to like, look at this. This was rub and buff. No shine. No shine. And this was the one that had the paper with the gold in it. Oh my, you can't even see. Like the gold literally looks like a color and not an element. You see? That's ooh, took all the gold out. We learned something new, y'all. Okay, so do y'all gonna have a new obsession? All right, we gotta do the test. Ready for the test, y'all? I'm gonna drop it and see if it's the same. Let's see. We got, okay, so these are the four that we made tonight. Actually, we made five tonight. Look at those. So these are the two that are matte on this end. Look at this. What y'all like? Y'all got a favorite in here? I think I have a favorite. I think I got two favorites though. That's pretty. And tell me what would you do with them? Mel, what would you do? What would you do with them? Before we go over here and see Janae. You like both? You like both finishes, you mean? You have a favorite piece in here? This is cute. And tell me what you do with the journal. That's what I have in mind. I definitely have journal dangles in mind. And I have a whole lot of like, remember I told you I had these? I have a lot of pre-made letters like this. And so I could make some personalized initial ones and add them on here. But this is definitely a cute journal dangle. I think my favorite is, I I don't know. I don't know if it's because I did this one first. That blue swirl right here. Which one? This one? The rose gold one. Yeah, that's cute. Oh, the pink. This is pretty. Like this is like I can't wait to put the grommet in here and dangle this off of something. This is really cute. This is really cute. So yeah, that's what we got. We have an hour and 30 minute hour and yeah. Actually, it's just been an hour. So we got all of these in an hour because I had already had these. And again, they'll probably be more gratifying for me than actually, y'all. I'm actually entertaining whether or not I'm going to have to sell off all of my beads for like, my fingers are just really bad. So let's take a look at, see these. This is the one with the drippies. And this is the mattified one of the same paper. I actually put some rub and buff on this one too. But look at the difference. Same paper, different texture. Do I have all of my ducks in a row? I have the ducks. I do. I know exactly what I'm going to be doing for my raid train. I finally, it was down to up until a few hours ago. Um, that's what you're asking right now. That's the issue. The issue is putting what I'm going to make, enough of them in the bin, um, and setting the bin up. Because technically it is definitely the project itself. The challenge for the actual raid is to make old things new. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Um, well, y'all want me, I can do some of these. What I'm doing is kind of similar to this too. So what I can do is make a few pictures and listings. You're right, because that's, you know what, that's the part I hate. But that's what we're gonna do. Pictures and listings, and maybe I'll go ahead and make a couple of dangles, okay? Because that won't take long, because these are not, dangles don't take long. Okay. So I'm not gonna wait. We're gonna go over here and see what Janae is up to. Because that's always my issue, having enough things in my bin to sell. Um, okay. Let me write that down. Because sometimes I don't know where to start. And you know, the later it gets, girl, I be in here dizzy with sleep. Hi, Crystal. Make sure you come back and see me tomorrow at 4:30 when I participate in the Artistic Fusion Craft Rain Train, the remix Rain Train. I know. I know. Let me tell you something, Adrian. The reason that I know I got this is because I know y'all got me. And it doesn't matter if I sold a whole bunch of things. I just feel like you all are amazing. And you know what, Mel? I need to change the title. Hold on, girl. Wait a minute, girl. Let me pen. Because you saying a lot. Hold on. Let me get my pen. Because sometimes my brain is scattered and I'm just like, what? All right. I have some old raggedy cards right here. So, Melzy, we said we were going to do eight. I need to update the ATCO listing because I do have some ATCOs to sell. Oh, girl, yeah. Let's go. See, that's what I need. That's why I'm behind in life and behind in my crafting endeavors is because I need a manager. Do you want to manage me? How much do you charge? Take the things off of flash sales. Okay. You got a list? You got a list for me. And like I said, today I had been working on actually what I'm narrowing down what I'm going to do and getting comfortable with doing it. But tomorrow I'll definitely have to do legislative things. Hi, Redhead Girl. How are you? Welcome to Craft Therapy, where we come on Thursdays and bring something to drink, something to like, and something to craft. Please come back and see me on Sundays for Picnic Sundays and Stampin' Tuesdays. And I'm here every Thursday for Craft Therapy Thursdays. So, hey, Sonya, you want to see what we did? The pieces that we did tonight. Were you in here? We did pieces that one of them, like this is a piece, that's that gold chrome. This is the I put a little bit of chrome on this to make her a little shimmery. Okay. So let me ask you this. If I did a bag of these, how much would you all like? Because this I could do. How much? How about 10 in a bag? And yeah, I think, and would you like them all the same or would you like a lot of just um different colors and textures? Because I have enough. Yeah. Okay. So I'll do 10 in a bag. I have bags too. See how I love y'all? See how I love y'all? Okay. You're right, Mel. You're right. So I'm gonna put them in a bag. I'm gonna bag these up, and then we'll just do different. All of them are consistently the same size. So I'm going to do some light ones and some. This is something that I could do, girl, easily. So I'm gonna have these, bag them up in these little bags, and I'm gonna list them for tomorrow. You're right. I do that a lot. Look at this little one. Look at this little tiny one. But the ones I'm gonna put in the bag tomorrow are definitely gonna be the 1.5 inch ones. They cute too. The itty bitties. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I know I could have at least 10 bags in there tomorrow. List the finished stuff first. Mel, are you gonna text me all of this stuff in size? Both sides? Both sizes. Really? You like this little size? Okay. Okay. We can do some of these. This was the paper I thought I was gonna like the most. It has monsteras on it, but I wound up liking this the most. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Tomorrow is going to be something very similar that I'm going to be demoing, and I really hope you guys appreciate it because I get real nervous because most of the time, by the time I get here, I'm always worried about performing per se instead of getting in my zone. But I should be comfortable with you guys tomorrow. Okay, so is Janae still on? Because Mel is going to message me my instructions. Mel, you label them label them 1 through 5, okay? It's going to be like what not for dummies. That's how you have to talk to me in my messages. Okay, both sizes. All right, Sonya, both sizes. I'm going to make sure I put bags of Mel. I'm probably going to do 10 a bag and have 2 sizes in the bag, okay? That's what I think we're going to do. And I'll mix them up with the sizes and I'll throw them in the shop because this was actually therapeutic. And tomorrow by 4:30, I can definitely have my bin straightened out. That's the part I just don't like doing. But Mel has just challenged me, okay? So I cannot wait to see. I'm nervous, but it's a healthy nervous. It's my first race train. Make sure you come on back tomorrow to see what I remix, see what Janae remixes, to see what Tasha remixes, to see what Hyper Focus, who comes on right after me, Um, I want to see everybody and what they're doing. Y'all can't hold me hostage tomorrow on these whatnot streets because I need to get some work done. But I appreciate you all being here. You always know that whether you're here for 5 minutes, 5 seconds, or all 50 million of the minutes, I appreciate you down to my core. You all make craft therapy therapeutic for me. No matter whether I'm craft therapying or stamping, you all make a difference in my life and my world, and I appreciate you so much. So, with that being said, let's see who we're gonna. Y'all, my phone is on 20%, and it's hot. I literally feel it. Shame phone, shame whatnot. Look at the mess. So, yes, we're going to go over here. We're going to raid, get your butterflies and sparkles ready. Y'all know where we're going, right? Because y'all told me she was still on. Okay. We're going to create a raid. Y'all go over here and stump it out. I'm going to say boom, 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 boom. Y'all hear the people knocking? Let's go knock. Boom, boom. We're going to act like we're listening to it. Like boom, 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 boom. Uh, 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 uh. Y'all get your flutterflies ready. And we're gonna go over here and rage a day with our party of 5. I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow.